Behavioral finance itself as a field started developing hundreds of years ago, but really was refined in the late 1990s. Brings together economics on the one hand and neurology and psychology. In the late 90s, two scholars, Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman, really put a fine point, especially on the psychological dimension. They were looking at economics more broadly, and the premise in economics at the time was we as people are all rational actors. Reason ruled the day, and economic theory was grounded in that idea. And Kahneman and Tversky started asking questions from a psychological perspective that really disproved that. Probably not so surprising, but needed to be shown to a field that used it as a premise. They did research in which they started showing the ways in which if you presented the same problem in two different ways, people gave radically different answers that were inconsistent with one another.
This seems to align with it's the economics version of cognitive dissonance.
Yes,
right?
it's not exactly.
Right? Not doing what you're saying you're going to do and then acting different, honoring your own commitments, right?
In terms of just how things are framed, framing is a really important part of the conversation about behavioral finance and how behavioral finance comes into play.
Okay.
How we think about something, if we think about it in terms of losses, we're going to go in one direction and end up in one place emotionally and behaviorally. Whereas if we think about something in terms of gains, we're going to go in a very different way emotionally or behaviorally. What Kahneman really demonstrated in his early work with Tversky was if you presented people with what amounted to the same set of facts, two different problems that led to the same answer, based on how you framed the problem, you still got very different responses from people as to their preferences.